Gov denied reports that he had lathered one up. The fans seemed a bit subdued at first. They couldn't even get a wave going. Of course, it's tough to make a lot of noise when you have to clap with your gloves on. It got even colder by mid-game, and there was even a nasty-looking snow squall.
How are you keeping warm?
Cherry whiskey and beer.
Yuck.
No, it does wonders. We're not that cold anymore.
As the game heated up, so did the fans. Maybe the water was a bit cold, but it was great catching the first wave. Hope springs eternal, they say, this time of year. But with a fresh taste of a championship, the Tiger fans are downright cocky.
They'll make it all the way. And we're number one. Well, maybe it is a bit early to make predictions. We got 161 games to go. But according to the very scientific poll we did with the fans, the Tigers are going to go all the way. Roger Weber, News 4, Detroit. Can I borrow your gloves, by the way?
Our man who'll be keeping an eye on the Tigers all season long, Eli Zaret, is standing by at the ballpark with the highlights of today's game. Eli?
Well, Jack, you really couldn't ask for more. Not only do they come from behind to win the game, but a rookie, and really the big story of the entire spring, affirms Sparky's faith in him, Chris Pitaro coming through. Let's look at the highlights as they went down, starting early on with the Tribe. Got on the board very quickly. Julio Franco, just the second hitter of the game. Looper to center, and Chet Lemon dives in vain, takes one right on the coconut, as they say. Chester shaken up, but he remained in the ball game. Mel Hall, next batter up, delivers a single, and Cleveland takes the early lead as Larry Herndon mishandles a bit in left field. Franco scores easily. There was some outstanding defense in this game. Bottom of the first, Hall will go back to the wall to make an outstanding grab of Trammell's bid for extra bases. And in the Cleveland third, Butler went very nicely with the pitch, but Herndon scoops it off the ground with a very nice shoestring grab. Tigers tied it in the fourth. Grubb walked, pass ball moved him up. Evans got the Bly-11 turn on that big curveball, overspin, plops it in safely, and the game is all tied as Johnny Grubb scores. Tigers took the lead in the fifth. Lou and Trammell with infield hits. Gibby Grounder moved him along, and then Parrish plated the pair with that snow-blown ground single up the middle. 3-1 Detroit. But the Indians got to Morris in the sixth, who gave up 6 hits and 6 walks, 4 straight hits, including Tabler's double here into the left field corner. It scored Franco, who had gotten on an infield single. That made it 3-2. A sacrifice fly tied it at 3. And then George Vukovic put them ahead with a hard single into the right field corner. This made it 4-3. Cleveland leads. But in the 8th inning, Chris Pitaro got his 3rd hit of the day, a big league debut to match any in memory. He bleeds it through. Herndon scores. That made it 4-4. Whitaker later scored on Lemon's sacrifice fly, put the Tigers up 5-4. Then Willie Hernandez came on to pitch the 9th, and he gets him 3 up, 3 down. Carmen Castillo grounding out a very close play here. Trammell with a strong throw to first. Morris gets the win. Hernandez gets the save, and young Chris Pitaro becomes the hero of the day. I'll join you a little bit later in the studio, Jack and Carmen, when we will have interviews with some of the Tiger stars of the day. Now back to you, Carmen.
All right, and thank you, Eli. For some fans, the highlight of the